Now, even when we're talking about like exploitation and why I was trying to explain, I had written down something and I've just seen it now, how at times it's so hard to tell people when they're being exploited and they know and they've accepted. Like, let's say I would take something like the beauty industry,
Yes.
billion-dollar industry, right? And we all know, like we see like our market right now flooded with skin lightening products. A lot of them.
But they actually, those on TikTok who didn't manage to discredit me
Yeah.
because of other reasons actually alluded to me bleaching my skin, which I thought was crazy.
Wait, what?
Imagine.
They said, wait, what
Someone
did they
said
say?
it. Actually, it's so
What
funny
did they
because
say?
one of my classmates pointed it out to me. They told me like, "Hey, I saw you on TikTok," and then I saw in this comment someone is saying you did Nkorogo to your skin. I was like, "Walai, that's what they said." So I went and checked. Imagine, that's what someone said. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
No, I understand, but that's what I'm talking about, like such things. And you will notice, like, have a lot of women who are like buying the products as well. We all know those things are dangerous. They can give you cancer, other health. There are so many other health risks, and even that aside, even with things like makeup and stuff, you see, like even like a lot of young girls starting to use makeup like super early, 16, 17, 18. They're already
I
using
started
makeup.
wearing makeup at 14.
14. Okay, but now but you can still respond to this. You can just let me know because, like I've said, like even case in point, you said like 14, but makeup does like when you start that early, even using it, it might like kind of affect like no, wait,
Where is
no
the
no 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 no
science?
no no wait, because remember there will always be cheap products and there's always gonna be high-end products, which is really, really good. But remember again, we're in a third world country. How many people will afford good quality makeup products that they will apply on their face?
Yeah.
And how many people have we seen, like even influencers, advertising some certain products that we know very well might not be the best quality, but because they've gotten a little bit of a back end check, they're pushing the products
Yeah.
for other young girls
I
who
feel like as a general rule of thumb though in influencing, most times you shouldn't advertise something you wouldn't use. It's different if, like, for example, I've seen many influencers advertising Infinix phones or something, but they use iPhones. I think
always.
that's a little different. But generally, as a rule of thumb, see, we're talking about how to do better as a creator, as an influencer,
Yeah.
which brands to take, which deals to take. As a rule of thumb, first of all, don't accept every brand that wants to do a
Yeah.
promo with you. Like, imagine say no. Sometimes it's quite empowering. And if you wouldn't use it yourself, don't use it. And actually, what you're saying about makeup is true. Do you know, I was having a conversation with a friend just today, and we were saying how there's some lip gloss. You can buy lip gloss even for 50 bob.
Yeah.
There's some lip gloss you apply on your lips, and then when you wipe it off, your lips are cracked.
Yes.
They're black.
Yes.
And you've just worn it for like a few minutes. You can apply it, and immediately it starts.
How many people do you think buy that lip gloss?
Yeah, it happens. Even me, I can end up buying such lip gloss.
No, and even not even just that. Understand, if those things are in the market, they're here because people are buying them,
Yeah.
and not in small numbers. And even when somebody like your friend said, like somebody has posted something on your comment section about you using like a
Bleaching my
Mkorogo.
skin.
But where do you think Mkorogo is bought? It's not bought in Uptown. Where is it normally bought? See, downtown, River Road, and those sides. No. There's a street like just specialized.
I actually
like down
didn't know.
River
You're the
Road.
one who's told me. I didn't know people still bleach their skin. I
What?
thought that was like 2010,
Yo,
2008 stuff.
It's super common. It's super
didn't know
common
that.
because a lot of people, like even if I've had like promo girls like who've come like in the podcast. There are some certain agencies, they will pick only light skinned girls. When you go for certain activations and then you see like just all the
Yeah.
promo girls are like a majority are light skin or fair skin.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not just a coincidence. So if I'm still young and all my friends are getting those gigs, they'll tell me like,
That's
yes, but you
really
try this
messed up.
but also again, understand the same industry that we're talking about, like when we're talking about exploitation, at times it's so hard, even if you're trying to advocate for the right thing, because the same people, they're like, I need to pay my bills.
Yeah.
I'll be approached by better men, or in fact, in your case, they'll say, you don't want me to be light skinned like you. And women are very direct. They'll tell you like, you're light skin. So that's why you don't want me to be light skin, because I'll get better opportunities. Better men will date me and all those things.
Which is quite a crazy thing to say, because it's
crazy.
like...
But no. Listen, that thing about like light skin and dark skin, if you bring those two and ask them the questions and opportunities, they'll tell you. They'll tell you about like me being light skin. I've benefited in these ways.
Yeah, I agree. Like I can
men
tell you,
approach me this way, opportunities, giving me money, all those things. It's there.
It's true.
It's there.
Colorism, especially in some industries, I would say more than others.
Yeah.
I think to
entertainment
date,
industry.
Yeah, entertainment. Because I would say to date, there is no position or job or anything that I have gained because of the color of my skin. However, it's not like I've never privileged or had a experienced privilege because of the color of my skin.
You can notice.
Yeah, you can notice. Like for example, so my grandmother is Russian. Let me clear that up.
Your grandma is Russian?
My grandma is Ukrainian, but
okay.
Like
Still
that time
like,
it was the same country when she was born. So so my dad is a Kikuyu. My mom is half Russian, half Maasai. So my grandma married a Maasai. And so that's why I'm the color that I am. And that's also why my name is Tatiana, which is quite a Russian. Yeah. Okay. And that's why my name is Tatiana, which is, quite a Russian name.
Oh, okay.
Now, I notice the difference when I go somewhere with my grandmother versus when I go out with a bunch of my friends. It's a mix of racism. It's a mix of ageism also, because people don't take young people seriously. But let's say my grandma and I go for lunch at a certain restaurant and we sit down. The waiter will pull out her chair, he'll put it back, he'll give us like menus immediately. The service is super fast,
Yeah, there you go.
I go to the same restaurant the next day with a group of my friends,
Yeah.
A bunch of youngins, It'll take forever to get service.
Different
It'll take forever before someone even brings you a menu.
Fact.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why that industry is booming, and that's why you'll still find like young girls still finding themselves in that. So you can't tell that girl not to bleach because she's like, I'll get better opportunities. I've seen it working for other people or people that I know. So I'd rather do it because it will change my life. So that's another example of me just saying, like, at times you might want to, but this person is getting. It's like, let's say, the way we've said, the reason why I asked about like prostitution, right? Let's just say if you went on your social media platform and today said like, I would
sex work is work too.
No. You say sex work should be abolished in Kenya, and anyone who's caught doing it should serve like at least 20 years maximum. I'm just saying an example.
I would never say that.
No. Hold on.
Contrary to
hold on. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if that was like your stance, maybe, and you said that, you know how many livelihoods it would affect in this country?
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly my point.
But still, remember, at the end of it all, if we're going with the law and morals and the right thing, it's not the right thing to do.
Law, maybe. Morality, subjective. I know sex workers. Personally, like
I do
real
too.
Sex workers.
I do.
To them,
I've had them on the podcast.
You know what morality is to them?
Yeah.
John, morality is their kids going to school.
That's why I say livelihood.
Yeah, morality is their kids going to school. Do you know how rough it is out here?
No.
Like, morality is... Actually, I've interacted with sex workers who feel so powerfully about what they do. Yeah. You know how I love what I do? Yes, they love what they do. They bring... They'll say maybe they bring comfort to people. Yeah. Everybody has their reasons.
Which is true. At the end of the day, industry, listen, we're just discussing.
Your
I'm
body,
not here. I'm not,
your choice.
Yeah, your body, your choice. But also, like,
people out here doing all that for free. You've shown me that picture of that baby daddy. Yeah, people out here doing this stuff for free.
Okay, so now you understand that picture that I've shown you. Now you understand what I'm talking. No, you see, the truth comes out.
People are doing this stuff for free and ending up as
in
single
terrible
mothers,
situations.
Terrible
situations.
Yeah, who are we to start telling women that they are doing the wrong thing?
Because even for my case, I would still say, yes, it's something, because at this point, I don't know if you are aware of this, but Kenya is top 10 in the world for sex tourism.
What is sex tourism? Like the way people go to like
flying
red light
in
district in Amsterdam?
Yeah, it's just because for us now, it's not being like, there are no rules and regulations and, policies that protect. But
So people fly into engage.
don't tell me you don't know this.
I don't know this.
There is no way.
This is the first.
If you just
if I know,
Google-
I'll know.
If you do a quick Google, because like even like just for your activism and everything, you'll
Sex
understand
tourism.
sex tourism, Kenya is top 10 in the world.
Wow.
And remember, we're up against countries like Thailand, Spain, Brazil.
Now Thailand, I
Kenya.
heard of it.
Yeah, Kenya is top 10, but you understand that means it's quite like
Kenyan sex workers
No,
are
no, no.
doing the thing.
No.
They are doing the
Now,
thing.
listen. But I'm just saying, still at the end of it all, we also have to understand.
Yeah.
Yes, as much as that's an industry on
And
its
the
own.
sex
that's-
workers are not even the ones benefiting the most from that,
Yeah.
Like, imagine how much they pay in bribes to
Yeah.
cops. Imagine how much they get paid
Yeah.
to begin with. Because also, I think it's a thing of also knowing your worth, and that's something I want to talk to you about. Who called me today? I think it was my dad.
Mhm.
My dad called me, Tati, I've seen this thing you're doing. And he basically told me that he's proud of me because it's all about helping people realize their worth.
True.
And that was such a really nice thing to hear, because I think that is exactly it, helping people realize their worth. And I don't even think maybe sex workers here, I don't know honestly how much it costs.
Yeah.
But whatever it costs, it should cost way more than that,
Mhm.
I don't like this idea that you can either be a sex worker or an escort. Like, there should be the same kind of standard for everyone.
It ranges because, I've done a lot of podcasts. It ranges, can be from 200 up to like maybe
200.
20,
That's not
30.
even minimum wage.
But,
You're not even comparing it to how much like people
No,
should.
but-
I wouldn't charge anyone 200
No.
unless.
But I'm talking about like, think about like people who are like coming up from like places like Kibera.
Yeah, because that 200 shillings
Like
goes a long way.
Yeah, that's dinner or something.
Yeah.
And that's why
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying you also have to understand when I brought that up, I was trying to explain like how it's so hard even to protect people who are being exploited sometimes, because remember, if the door is open for like, let's say, sex tourism and just prostitution in general, it also always attracts so many other different things. That's why maybe if the law is there to protect them, that would be a good thing.
But when something is illegal, you can't regulate it.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with abortions.
Exactly.
You know how many people die every day
Because they're
of being
trying to
illegal
do
of
something.
abortions.
Very
You could just
true.
make it safe for people,
Very true.
.
Now, for this case, especially when I talk about sex tourism, now remember, it attracts a lot of predators from countries like Europe who come to our country and actually now exploit children. Because when you go to places like, Malindi, Lamu, all those two places like in the coast, see, that's where this old white man, there's this guy, I've forgotten the name, who actually was a registered sexual offender from the Netherlands who came to Kenya.
But why was he allowed?
Hold on. He came to Kenya and guess what he started? A children's home.
Oh my goodness.
And you know what he did?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Let me see if I can just find the name.
Oh my
And
God, that's
so that it's something that it's not, I'm just not pulling things from Nini.
That's awful. Because, like, if you want to get a visa right now to go to Netherlands, do you know the deep dive they will do? And they will check
Yeah.
and they'll say, oh my God, what is this? You're not welcome here.
Mhm.
How was he even allowed in the country as a registered sex offender?
Come on, it's Kenya. Everybody gets in. I'm just trying to see. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Where? Let's
So
see.
he just had like a child.
Yeah. And even there was a YouTube video of like some women who
Oh
who
my
are
God.
exploited by him when they were slightly younger, and they had come to hear his. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's his name. I'll send you the links, but you see, like, this is at the Star now. There's even him like appearing in court. He has so many pending cases.
Is
and
he in jail?
No, he kept on being released and going to open like another, like again. He did like 2 or 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why I'm saying, like, we also
And
have to
he's
understand.
still in Kenya?
I don't know currently if he is, but because of the pending court cases,
They don't even write his name. They're calling him Zungu.
There's a name. The links are there because it's just something that was super big. But remember, he started like children's home. and he was also doing that to kids. And it's so crazy because that's what I'm saying. Like, we also have to understand, like, when we say it's okay, and now morality gets affected because it's not the adults, like, not kids and people who maybe, let's just say, like, not in a financial position, they don't want to do it and they have to do it. Or, like, let's say in the coast
Yeah.
where moms are sending their kids to the beach to go and do it so that they can bring back money. Or, like, those ones who approach the mom and ask, like, can I sleep with your kid? And then the mom sells the kid so that they can.
Yeah, that's
We
human
have to
trafficking.
acknowledge that this is happening currently. And some people, actually, some of those old white guys save up to come and do that in the country.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, first of all, let me start by saying I didn't know what sex tourism is. It sounded
Come
very
on.
exciting when you first said it. That's why I was like, to me, when you say sex tourism, I'm thinking like, you know how I would go to Amsterdam and I'd want to go to the red light district
Yeah.
to see like naked women in the windows. So that's why I was like, oh my God,
No,
go,
no.
woo,
Let me correct you
yay.
first.
Now
When-
I know.
When
Thank
you go
for
to
telling me.
Netherlands, it's not you just looking at them in the windows. You can pay and actually go and.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. So at least you
I
know
think you can. Yeah.
that. No,
I
you
didn't
think
know.
you can.
Oh,
I was there
okay.
like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
I had to
though.
go and support the industry. I had to support women. I had to. Hey, listen.
Hey, but there it's like it's regulated, and I'm sure
Yeah.
actually you don't get a lot of these underground human trafficking
It's
as much.
it's less.
It's less because it's
Yeah.
regulated. So now you know exactly what you're looking out
It's
for.
crazy because they even have, like, they'll ask you, like, do you want to pay cash or with card? And they have the
Wow,
they have
you
the
can scan your
you
PDQ,
can tap
to
Forget
pay.
you can tap to pay.
Wow. No, let me tell you, that's
Actually,
pretty
it's
impressive. There's this lady
it's wild.
I see on online all the time, and she's like,
Yeah.
a day in the life of being a manager of a legal brothel. And I'm telling you, you're seeing the conditions that these women
Yeah.
are in, like, wow, sheets are changed every time, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And you're just like, these are the kind of things that we can
And
do.
they pay taxes.
And they pay taxes.
Yeah.
Thank you. People are sleeping on it.
Yeah.
And these are the kind of things that we can do when we start to accept that
Yeah.
people have autonomy over their own bodies.
It's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
So
why don't we make it safe for them instead of
I agree.
saying, as a woman, you have no business doing that? And
Yeah.
most times, who faces the wrath of the law when it comes to prostitution? Not the people paying the prostitutes
always the women.
who are keeping it going. Exactly. It's always
always the
the
women.
women.
True.
And also because it's illegal, and because of the nature of what you do, some
Yeah.
sick cop somewhere will think it's okay to
course.
take advantage of you.
Always,
Because
yeah.
he says, like, that's what you do for a living.
there are no
So-
regulations again, so they can actually
Exactly.
just control